Hello. So this is my fourth redo because my sound wasn't working on my tablet, so I'm doing it on my phone. So this is Angry Birds plush I wish Rovio made. So these will be in no particular order, and I'll tell you how likely they are of coming out, or back then, because they don't really do plushes anymore, and why I'd like to see them. So let's go! Number 11, Porko. So Porko came out back in 2015 with Brass Hogs for Space, and they stopped doing plushes like at the end of 2014. So Porko's was probably really not likely, but he has a really cool design, especially with the goggles and mustache, and they could have done him. Number 10, Angry Birds Transformers. So technically, this isn't just a character, it's a line of characters, but I would have liked to see Transformers plushes, because I collected some of the Angry Birds Transformers telepods, and they would have went good with those. And of course, they couldn't really make the full body, so probably just the heads, or at least the heads on the vehicles. And they couldn't make all of them, because they're like over 50, so maybe just the main ones like Optimus, Bumblebee, Galvatron, Starscream, yeah. So they're probably somewhat likely because they came out in 2014, the same as Stella, and they got plushes. Number 9, Santa Bomb. So I always liked Santa Bomb since I was young, and I know we have a Santa Bomb, but he's kind of weak, along with the other ones. Like, this one's a full suit Santa. And I'm not really sure where he came from. It's maybe Angry Birds Friends, but I think he probably doesn't have a chance of coming out, because Friends ones never had any plushes, so I wouldn't expect him to come out. Number 8, Samba Bird. So it would be kind of cool to have a bird that we actually saw in the game, because technically, like Blue and Jewel and Nigel, they looked really different in the Rio game, and the ones with no wings and legs were kind of just on promotional things. And the Samba Bird would have a nice cool fruit hat, and he would probably be somewhat likely for coming out. He's pretty cool. 7, Frozen Pig. So I've heard a lot of people want Frozen Pig, and I thought there was like a special Corporal Pig Frozen one, but maybe not. And Frozen Pig would be cool because Space hasn't had a plush pig, and they should probably have one. And he would probably have a really likely chance of coming out back then. Number 6, the Hunter. I've always thought the Hunter, Terrence, was so cool. And also, I think now that I see the Hunter, a wingman would be good too. Probably more likely as wingman, but again with the Santa Bomb, they don't really make Friends ones. Number 5, Mechanic Pig. So Mechanic Pig came out in Bad Piggies in 2012, and that's around the time plushes were really popular, like 2011, 2012. So he would have been good, and he has a unique facial expression, and he could have been like an accessorized pig, because to be honest, I would kind of want him more than like Foreman Pig cowboy hat, because the cowboy hat seems like it falls apart a lot, and it's kind of basic, and nobody asked for it. Number 4, Handsome Pig. So Handsome Pig was really important in Angry Birds Stella and in the series, because he's Gail's love interest. And it would have been really cool to have him in a new facial expression that would have looked really cheesy and cringy. And I would say probably really likely for him coming out, but the same with the Frozen Pig Space thing. They should have at least one pig in each wave. Number 3, Tony. So I think just making a blue Terrence wouldn't be that hard since they did that with Space Terrence, making him green. So yeah, he would have been cool, but he came out late in 2014 and plushes weren't doing that great. So I'd say not likely for him. Number 2, Professor Pig. So Professor Pig might be hard to make because he has a unique shape, but they didn't really care to give Chef Pig his unique shape, so they'd probably just make him a circle, and the glasses would have looked really cool. And can someone tell me in the comments if they think Professor Pig's glasses are in his mouth? Because I've always thought that. And the bow tie would have looked pretty cool, and I think he could have had a somewhat likely chance, or maybe a not really likely, because he came out in Angry Birds Toons and wasn't really in any games besides Transformers, surprisingly. And number 1, drum roll please, Atomic Bird. So a lot of people wanted Atomic Bird too, and he could have been made back then because he came out like in 2012, and yeah, it was like not too long after Space's release because he came out with the Utopia update, and it would have pretty much just been Bubbles but with some extra pieces. And with him, they could have made a Fat Pig too. And I know they made a Changi Airport thing one, but it's not Commonwealth. So, thanks for watching, and please turn on notification bells, like, and subscribe if you want. And tell me in the comments who you'd like to see as a plush. Bye!